H.G. Wells, a literary giant, master of science fiction. His words painted vivid pictures of the future. Wells's impact? Profound and lasting. He explored science, society, and humanity's potential. Born in 1866, he witnessed rapid technological advancement. Wells's stories weren't mere fantasies, they were thought experiments. He grappled with ethical dilemmas and the consequences of unchecked ambition. His stories were thrilling adventures and cautionary tales. Wells forced us to confront uncomfortable truths. His influence on science fiction is undeniable. Wells wasn't afraid to tackle big questions. He envisioned time travel, space exploration, and genetic engineering. These concepts seemed like pure fantasy in his time, but today they are active areas of scientific inquiry. His stories weren't just about gadgets and inventions. They explored the human condition. Wells believed in the power of science to improve the world, but recognized its potential for destruction. His stories served as warnings, showing us the possibilities and perils of scientific progress. Wells's stories continue to spark our imagination and challenge us to think critically. Herbert George Wells entered the world in 1866 in Bromley, Kent, England. His family was working class, and life was a constant struggle. Yet, young Herbert possessed an insatiable curiosity. Despite their hardships, Wells' parents recognized the importance of education. Reading became his escape, a portal to distant lands and profound ideas. His early education was sporadic, interrupted by financial constraints. These experiences shaped his worldview, instilling empathy for the working class. Despite the challenges, Wells excelled academically and won a scholarship to Midhurst Grammar School. Here, he discovered a passion for science, particularly biology and astronomy. These subjects ignited his imagination and planted the seeds for his future literary endeavors. Wells's time at Midhurst Grammar School was transformative. He thrived in the intellectually stimulating environment and excelled in his studies. His insatiable thirst for knowledge set him apart. Financial difficulties forced Wells to leave school prematurely. He was apprenticed to a draper, a stark contrast to the world of ideas he craved. Yet, Wells refused to let his circumstances extinguish his intellectual spark. He continued to educate himself, reading voraciously and attending lectures. These thinkers challenged his assumptions and broadened his perspective. Wells's apprenticeship as a draper proved to be a dead end. He yearned for something more and turned to writing. He began to contribute articles to local newspapers and short stories to literary magazines. In 1883, Wells secured a teaching position at Midhurst Grammar School. Teaching provided him with a stable income and the freedom to write. His early work often reflected his own experiences and resonated with readers. With each story, Wells's confidence grew. He was determined to make his mark on the world. Published in 1895, The Time Machine catapulted H.G. Wells to literary fame. This groundbreaking novel introduced readers to the concept of time travel. The story follows an unnamed time traveler who builds a machine capable of traversing time. he embarks on a journey into the distant future. Finding humanity has diverged into two distinct species, the Eloi and the Morlocks. The Eloi, living above ground, are beautiful and carefree, while the Morlocks toil in darkness. The time traveler discovers the Eloi are bred and harvested by the Morlocks for food. This stark depiction of a dystopian future shocked Victorian readers. The Time Machine is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked scientific advancement. It remains a cornerstone of science fiction, a timeless exploration of the nature of time, class, and the future of humanity. In 1898, Wells unleashed another masterpiece, The War of the Worlds. This chilling tale of an alien invasion gripped readers' imaginations. The story unfolds in Victorian England, where Martians launch a surprise attack on Earth. Armed with heat rays and poisonous black smoke, they lay waste to everything in their path. The novel follows an unnamed narrator as he struggles to survive the Martian onslaught. The War of the Worlds presented a stark vision of humanity's vulnerability. It established the alien invasion as a staple of the genre. Even today, the novel's themes resonate deeply. The Invisible Man, published in 1897, further cemented Wells's reputation. This chilling tale explores the psychological and ethical implications of invisibility. The novel centers on Griffin, a brilliant but eccentric scientist who discovers the secret to invisibility. His triumph quickly turns to tragedy as the process drives him to madness. Griffin's invisibility becomes a curse, cutting him off from human connection. He embarks on a reign of terror, using his newfound ability for selfish purposes. The Invisible Man is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition. It remains a powerful meditation on the human condition. These three novels, The Time Machine, The War of the Worlds, and The Invisible Man, represent just a fraction of H.G. Wells's prolific output. He wrote dozens of novels, short stories, and essays. Wells's impact on science fiction is immeasurable. He is often hailed as the father of the genre. His influence can be seen in the works of countless writers. Wells used science fiction to examine social issues and philosophical dilemmas. His stories were thought experiments that challenged readers. He forced them to think critically about the implications of scientific progress. H.G. Wells was a staunch believer in the power of science to improve the human condition. He saw technology as a tool for progress, but recognized its potential dangers. In The Time Machine, Wells presents a future where humanity has become fragmented and degenerated. The War of the Worlds serves as a reminder of humanity's vulnerability. Wells's message is clear. Progress without ethical considerations is a dangerous illusion. We must approach scientific advancements with caution, always mindful of the potential consequences, both intended and unintended. The Invisible Man explores the seductive and corrupting nature of power. Griffin initially views invisibility as the ultimate freedom. However, it quickly becomes a burden, consuming him with paranoia and isolation. Wells's story highlights the importance of human connection and empathy. True invisibility is not physical, but moral. When we lose sight of our shared humanity, we become vulnerable to the corrupting influence of power. The novel serves as a cautionary tale. True fulfillment comes from connection, compassion, and a sense of shared purpose. Wells's stories emphasize the responsibility that comes with knowledge and power. He believed scientific progress should be guided by ethical considerations. In The Island of Dr. Moreau, Wells explores the ethical boundaries of scientific experimentation. Moreau's experiments raise profound questions about the limits of human ingenuity. Wells suggests our desire to control nature should not come at the expense of compassion. He challenges us to consider the consequences of our actions. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. Science and technology should be used for the betterment of all humankind. H.G. Wells's stories, though written over a century ago, remain strikingly relevant in the 21st century. We live in an era of unprecedented technological advancement. Artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and climate change are just a few of the challenges we face. Wells's warnings about the dangers of unchecked ambition, the importance of ethical considerations, and the need for a shared sense of humanity resonate more powerfully than ever. His stories serve as a mirror, reflecting both our greatest aspirations and our deepest fears. Wells reminds us that the future is not predetermined. It is shaped by the choices we make today. He challenges us to approach the future with both optimism and caution, to embrace the possibilities of scientific progress while remaining vigilant about its potential pitfalls. His stories are a call to action, urging us to use our knowledge, our creativity, and our compassion to create a future worthy of our shared humanity. A future where technology serves as a tool for progress, not destruction. A future where the wonders of science are harnessed for the benefit of all. H.G. Wells viewed science as a powerful force for change, capable of both great good and terrible destruction. He lived through an era of unprecedented technological advancement. The Industrial Revolution transformed society at a breakneck pace. New inventions reshaped the world. This progress fascinated and frightened Wells. He recognized science's potential to improve the human condition, to eradicate disease and alleviate poverty. Wells envisioned a future where technology freed humanity for intellectual pursuits. But he was aware of science's potential misuse. He witnessed the consequences of industrial pollution and modern warfare. His novels warned against unchecked ambition. In The Island of Dr. Moreau, he depicted the horrors of scientific curiosity without moral responsibility. Wells believed scientific progress must go hand in hand with social progress. Technology should uplift humanity, not exploit it. He envisioned a future where science was guided by ethics and the common good. His writings remind us that knowledge must be tempered by wisdom and compassion. Wells' fascination with science extended beyond its immediate applications. He was deeply interested in its potential to shape the future of humanity. He wrote extensively about the possibilities of space travel, genetic engineering, and artificial intelligence, concepts that were considered the stuff of science fiction during his lifetime. In his 1933 novel, The Shape of Things to Come, Wells presented a detailed, for its time, prediction of the future. He foresaw the rise of totalitarian regimes, a devastating world war, and the eventual emergence of a global government based on scientific principles. While some of his predictions proved remarkably accurate, others have yet to come to pass. Nevertheless, the shape of things to come remains a fascinating and thought-provoking work. It highlights Wells's belief in the power of human ingenuity to shape our own destiny, for better or for worse. He saw the future as a canvas upon which humanity could paint its hopes and dreams, but also its fears and failings. He believed that the choices we make today will determine the course of history, and he urged his readers to embrace a future guided by reason, compassion, and a commitment to progress. For all his enthusiasm for science, H.G. Wells was also acutely aware of its limitations. He recognized that our understanding of the universe is constantly evolving, and that what we consider to be scientific truth today may be proven false tomorrow. He was wary of dogmatism and blind faith in scientific authority. He believed that true scientific inquiry requires humility, skepticism, and a willingness to question even our most cherished beliefs. In The War of the Worlds, for example, Wells challenges the anthropocentric view of the universe that prevailed in his time. The Martians, with their advanced technology and cold, calculating intelligence, represent a force utterly indifferent to human values and aspirations. Their invasion serves as a stark reminder of the vastness and indifference of the cosmos and the precariousness of our own existence. Wells's stories often explore the themes of human fallibility and the limits of our understanding. He reminds us that even the most brilliant minds are capable of error, and that our pursuit of knowledge should be tempered by a sense of humility and awe. He believed that the true wonder of science lies not in its ability to provide definitive answers, but in its power to inspire us to ask ever more profound questions. Section 4. The Ethical Imperative. H.G. Wells' legacy lies in his ethical vision. He believed scientific progress should improve the human condition. With great power comes great responsibility. Wells' imperative resonates today with climate change and AI. His stories remind us our choices have far-reaching consequences. Let us strive to create a just, equitable, and sustainable world. Section 1. A Literary Time Traveler. H.G. Wells, a literary time traveler, explored futures both wondrous and terrifying. His stories, like Messages in Bottles, remain relevant and thought-provoking. Wells's impact on literature is undeniable. He is a founding father of science fiction, shaping the genre with imagination and social commentary. Wells's influence is seen in countless writers, from Clarke to Atwood. His legacy shows the power of imagination to shape our understanding of the world. H.G. Wells's influence extends deep into popular culture, inspiring countless adaptations and reinterpretations. The War of the Worlds, with its chilling alien invasion, has been adapted numerous times, reflecting contemporary fears. Orson Welles' 1938 radio broadcast caused widespread panic, showcasing the power of Wells's narrative. The Invisible Man explores the corrupting nature of invisibility, inspiring countless films and shows. The Time Machine's themes of time travel and social Darwinism continue to resonate, inspiring modern media. Wells's work transcends time and place, resonating with audiences across generations and cultures. His stories continue to inspire filmmakers, artists, and storytellers, shaping our understanding of the world. In the 21st century, H.G. Wells's voice rings out with clarity and urgency. His stories, written over a century ago, reflect challenges we face today. Wells's warnings about unchecked scientific ambition and wealth disparity resonate now. His legacy lies in his belief in human ingenuity and compassion. Wells's work serves as a beacon, illuminating the perils and possibilities ahead. Perhaps the most enduring aspect of H.G. Wells's legacy is not the answers he provided, but the questions he dared to ask. He challenged readers to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves, their societies, and the very nature of humanity. His stories explored the ethical, philosophical, and social implications of scientific progress. Wells's questions about time, knowledge, and power resonate today. They remind us that knowledge should be pursued with humility and wonder. He urged us to embrace curiosity and critical thinking, and never stop exploring the unknown. H.G. Wells's journey is a testament to the power of imagination. He took us on thrilling adventures through time and space, confronting the wonders and horrors of scientific advancement, sparking conversations that continue to this day. His works are timeless. They transcend their historical context. We still grapple with the ethical dilemmas he presented, the allure and potential dangers of technology, the responsibility we bear for the future. Progress without purpose is a hollow pursuit. Knowledge without wisdom can be a dangerous weapon. Wells's legacy is in the questions they inspire. What does it mean to be human in an age of machines? What is our place in the vast cosmic tapestry? These questions are more relevant than ever. As we stand at the crossroads of breathtaking technological advancements, we would do well to remember Wells's words, to proceed with caution, with compassion, and with a deep respect for the power of the human spirit. H.G. Wells, a visionary writer, a social commentator, a citizen of the future. His stories continue to ignite our imaginations. They challenge us to think critically, to dream boldly, and to strive for a better tomorrow.